Send this to the tallest person you know. How are you this tall? Did your parents only feed you milk and vegetables? Send this to the...
You don't show your face. Just don't put me on no motherfucking mute, bro. As soon as a motherfucker put me on mute, I would have made this together.
After you tape them all together, it should look like this. It looks absolutely crazy. You're probably wondering, why do I need this?
This used to be me. I knew exactly what I needed to do, but I was always just scrolling on my phone or doing some unnecessary thing that was distracting me from the thing that I mainly need to do. So I'm going to teach you exactly how not to be like me and to actually get stuff done that you need to do. So there are actually 3 types of procrastination, yet most people only know about one type. And the type that most people know is the type that is the least dangerous out of the 3. The other 2 are significantly more dangerous than the one that most people know about. But enough of this, let's jump right into it. All right, type 1. This is the type that most people already know about, and some people actively try to avoid them or they actively do it. So let's jump right into it. All right, I call type number 1 conscious procrastination. Now this is the least lethal because we know we are making the decision of not doing what we need to do and putting that task off. So we can identify this type of procrastination, but the other 2, not so much. Well, you are going to be able to identify the other 2 once you watch this video. So make sure to watch this whole entire video because I genuinely want to help you stop procrastinating because it is the death of people. And it could have been the death of me if I didn't stop doing it. So watch this video. All right, type 2. This is a subconscious type of procrastination, and I call this kind creative avoidance. This is unconsciously or consciously, but mostly unconsciously, filling your day and time with tasks that put off the main task just to feel like you're doing something and feel like you're busy. When in reality, you are just avoiding the big task that you have to do. It will never help you if you just fill your day with busy work pretty much. And like I said, most of the time, we don't even realize that we're doing this. We just subconsciously do it. Let's say, for example, your big task for today is to script out and record a YouTube video, and then you go to sit down to actually get this big task out of the way and done, but then you remember that you have to text back your video editor about blah 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 whatever, but then you do that and you're like, oh shoot, I have to go give my dog a walk in 30 minutes, so I might as well get that out of the way. So you decide to go do it early. Then you get back and you're hungry, so you go to make lunch, and when you come back to sit down at your desk and actually get the task done, you realize you just wasted all of that time all because of a silly text, and you're creatively avoiding what you actually need to do. Now, most of the time we don't even realize that we just creatively avoided that, and we just did that to make us feel productive without actually doing the hard work that we need to do. So next time this happens, try to actually catch yourself in the moment of doing this and tell yourself that you're not going to do it and you're actually just going to sit down and get the task done and then go get the other stuff that you need to do done. So you need to stop creatively putting stuff off and get to work. All right, on to type number 3. This type affects every single person, even the people that you think would never procrastinate, it affects them too. All of the people that you look up to do this to some degree. All of the chronic overachievers, big content creators, rich business owners, they all do it. Now, this form of procrastination is called priority dilution. Now, this one is mostly done subconsciously, but it can also happen consciously. But in its essence, priority dilution is when you allow your focus to shift to unimportant tasks that are less of importance than the main tasks that you need to get done. This may sound a lot like the second one, but you're not creatively avoiding it. You're just allowing your attention to go to something else. So you're not finding new things that you have to do and then you go do them. The things are coming to you and then you focus your attention on them instead of the big thing that you need to get done. There's a difference. And you may be thinking, well, isn't this just distraction? But no, it's legitimate procrastination. But once again, you are not doing the big thing that you need to do because of these little things that are distracting you, which is a form of procrastination. Now that you know all 3 types of procrastination, I'm gonna show you exactly how you can eliminate all 3 from your life. And I'm gonna tell you how to do that with 3 simple steps. And now the first thing that you need to do is recognize what type of procrastination you are currently doing. Once you have recognized it, I'm going to teach you exactly how you can just eliminate it right there, right then. All right, number 1, environment. You may be wondering, how the heck does that help me not procrastinate? So let me tell you. You need to mold your environment in a way that makes the thing that you need to do distraction-free. So here's the steps I would take to do that. All right, so the first thing I would do is I would make sure my desk is completely clear, or like wherever you get work done, make sure it's clear. So see, look, I don't have anything that will distract me while I'm working. Usually I'll take my phone when I'm not using it to work and I'll chuck it onto my bed. But look, I literally just have a journal right here. I have a couple books. And none of this stuff right here will distract me. These are just what I wear to work, and my AirPods I do sometimes too. But none of that is gonna distract me from the trivial task that I have to get done. So this is exactly what you need to do as well. Make sure there's no people around you to distract you from what you need to do. So politely tell your family not to bombard you into your room, because that will definitely distract you. And you can give them like a time of day that you're gonna get this trivial task done so that you can actually focus. Also, there's another benefit of doing this. It will actually hold you accountable for getting this thing done because you've told your family that you're gonna do it at that time. So it's literally a double win. All right, the very next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go onto your phone. You're gonna find the settings app and open it. And then you're gonna scroll right down to where it says notifications right here. Click on it. And then you're gonna go down and scroll through all of your apps right here. And you're gonna individually go onto every app in the notifications settings and turn off the notifications on every single app. So say I open WhatsApp right here and I click unallow notifications. That's how I would do it. And I did that for every single app. And it did take me a couple minutes, but it definitely saves me a lot of time because of the amount of times I don't get distracted now. I also turn gray mode on my phone. So every time I click the power button 3 times, it turns from gray mode to normal mode. And this decreases dopamine when using your phone, which ultimately lowers your screen time and is less of a distraction ultimately. So definitely do that. The only things I have on is text messages. Also, I have phone call notifications on because if somebody takes the time out of their day to call me, it might be important and I might as well just respect that and answer the call. So, oh, and for the text message one, I have it on vibrate so that it doesn't do a loud dinging sound, which will definitely distract me a lot more than just a little bzz sound, you know? But these are the only apps I have notifications turned on, and you should do the exact same as me. All of these social media apps, I have them all turned off, literally every single one, because I don't want to get notifications. It's such a distraction. And I'm a content creator. This is how I make my money. This is my life. And you're probably not. So why do you have yours turned on, bro? What are you doing? Turn your notifications off, especially for social media apps. That's the biggest distraction out of all of them. Dude, I'm a content creator. And how am I turned on? That says something, right? That says something big. You're not locked in and I am. So turn yours off. Come on. Anyways, now that you know how to mold your environment so you don't get distracted when you work, let's move on to the second thing that you need to avoid procrastination further. Let's go. All right, the second thing that you can do to get rid of procrastination is make it effortless. Mold your environment in such a way that it makes the task that you need to do completely effortless to do. And this again ties back to your environment, but it's not getting rid of distractions, it's molding your environment in such a way that it makes the thing effortless. Let's say you need to go on a mile run, but you've been putting it off all day. I mean, because it seems hard and you don't want to do it, but you know it's the best thing for you to do and you said you would do it, so you need to do it. Here's what you should do. Set the goal in your mind to not actually go for the run, but to go put on your tennis shoes. It sounds dumb, but it works. And then once you've done that, once you've tied your shoes and put them on, which is very easy to do, you then set the goal to go outside. Wow. Sounds crazy, right? And then you set the goal to go walk, just move your legs. And all of a sudden, you will find that running becomes very, very easy. It's almost effortless, which is the ultimate goal. Or another example for say, you need to create a slideshow for a YouTube video or for work, something like that. You keep putting it off using creative avoidance, but you just realize that you were doing that. So you actually lock in and know that you need to get this trivial task done. Set the goal to get out your computer after putting away all distractions, and then set the goal to open Google Slides. And all of a sudden, creating a slideshow for a YouTube video becomes very effortless. You know, you can even go further and say, okay, now that I've opened the Google Slides, let me set a goal to actually put the title of the slideshow onto the Google slide. It makes it even more effortless to actually do it. So it's basically like leveling up and creating flow within your trivial task that you need to get done. And now it's crazy how this works, but it actually works very, very well. So definitely try this out. This is probably the best piece of advice in this whole video. But anyways, on to the third thing that you need to do. I call this reward painting. Pair something that you don't want to do with something that you do want to do. Now this is when you know you need to do that big thing, but you also want to do something else that is fun or something like that. Just promise to yourself that you will do that fun thing after you complete your big task that you need to get done. And trust me, you'll feel way more motivated to get that thing done than you previously were. And this will also program your brain to do that hard thing because you know you will get a reward afterwards. So it makes you want to do the task more. And this will probably speed up the time it takes you to complete this task than if you were to just do it. All right, but before you click off this video, since we got through number 3, I'm gonna to give you a quick bonus tip that you can use that will most definitely help you and will definitely motivate you to actually get that thing done, or to get an even bigger goal done that take a lot of big steps and a lot of big things that you need to work on. This will help you get those things done. And this bonus tip is to make it hurt so that you will get it done. And you may be wondering, like, what the heck is this guy talking about? So let me tell you. So basically what I mean is, let's say you want to start a lawn mowing business because it makes good money and it's easy to start, but you might be putting it off because you don't want to put in the hard work it takes in the beginning, or you're too scared or something like that. So you might be creatively avoiding it, or you simply just don't want to put in the work. So you are procrastinating and you're stuck in analysis paralysis. One thing that you can do is make an initial investment that puts hurt, because once you have that initial investment that you actually spent money on, that you worked for, you are 100 times more likely to actually get that thing done, because you want to get your money's worth pretty much. You want to make back that money that you spent. I mean, who wants to lose on an investment, right? All right, so what investment would I be talking about for the example of a lawn mowing business? Well, of course you could buy the equipment, but for example, let's say you already have the equipment, or you want to buy this too, so that you actually know how to start and scale your own lawn mowing business from the get-go. Anyways, what I'm talking about is purchasing access to my paid community, and this community is called Mad Mowing Academy. It will teach you exactly how to start, scale, and grow your own lawn mowing business, and it will cover every single detail. And wait, I know you're about to click off this video, but stick with me because this actually has value in it. Trust. It also includes live weekly calls where you can ask me questions. Also, me and all the paid members can run successes, ideas, failures off of each other so that we can all learn and grow. It includes resources and much more. Not to mention, a lot of the people who will be in there will also be content creators. So you're basically getting two things from one course. You're basically getting two communities from one community. Because I mean, I myself have got to 300,000 followers across all platforms, so I can teach you in the live weekly calls as well if you ask questions about it. But wait, it will be worth every single penny. Trust me, bro. So if you want to kickstart your financial journey, click the link in the description down below to get access to it today. But anyways, putting this little bit of financial pressure on yourself will help make the commitment to actually doing this and stop the procrastination. But that is it for this video, so subscribe.